I'm talking with Nico Rudd, who is the curator of the site Chicago Creatives. Hey, Nico.
How's it going?
It's going well. So I was checking out your About page on Chicago Creatives, and I noticed you have a phrase there that says, when you got to Chicago. So where are you coming to Chicago from?
I grew up in Schaumburg, split parents. So I grew up half the time in Schaumburg and then half the time in Elk Grove. I'd always been interested in art and in the creative community, but, growing up in the suburbs, it's kind of harder to want to pursue something like that. Your parents tell you you should be a doctor, you should be a lawyer, you should be a teacher, you should have this 3-story house with a nice backyard and a 2-car garage, etc. But from a young age, I knew that wasn't like the lifestyle that I wanted to necessarily pursue. So I remember parent-teacher conferences, actually, when you would write these things, and then your teacher would then present them to your parents when they come into the conference. And I remember one time, I think it was like the first or second grade, I wrote that I wanted to get involved with drawing more. And then I remember when my dad came back home after the parent-teacher conference, he was shocked. He was like, drawing? Like, I never knew you were interested in that. And I wasn't necessarily good at drawing, but it was just something that I was always interested in. I was a shy kind of kid, and so art was a way for me to just get these emotions and get these thoughts out. When I finally moved to the city, I was just surrounded by people who believed and looked at life the same way that I did, and it kind of is what led to wanting to start Chicago Creatives, because for once I was just surrounded by like-minded talent. And it was an open scene. It was like sky's the limit, really. At this point, Chicago was really booming.
Which came first, like a career in advertising or Chicago Creatives, the website?
So Chicago Creatives came about, I'll give it a few different ways. So,
okay.
Originally, like I said, I was going to the Art Institute,
right,
major in graphic design. After about the first year I was in graphic design, I quickly realized that graphic design really wasn't something that I wanted to continue to pursue. Although I loved the creative part, I loved being able to express my ideas and express these thoughts, what I realized is I wasn't learning the other side of being an artist, which was understanding marketing. All I was going over in college was InDesign, Photoshop, and Illustrator, which isn't bad. Obviously, those are the tools that you need to be a graphic designer.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I had already been doing that for the past 4 to 5 to 6 years. I was also running this Instagram at the time called Styles by Nico, which was a fashion Instagram that I showcased the latest trends within the industry. And I kind of ran that up to 10,000 followers, but I kind of just got over just showing off fashion. So at around the same time, I finally moved to Chicago, and I was like, all right, well, I want to show off much more than just one medium. I didn't want to box myself in. And so that's how Chicago Creatives came about. When you think of Chicago, you think of hip-hop. Like, that's the most dominant genre of art that we have, or medium that we have in Chicago, led by Chance, Vic, and everybody.
Right.
But like Tour Drive and these days in Lyrical Lemonade, like all these publications were already covering that. So I had to figure out how I could strategically place myself like away from that. I couldn't just cover music, because now I would have been the 4th or 5th publication behind them. So I had to figure out a way to really open it up and showcase other mediums, so I wasn't doing what another publication was doing already. So when I first started the website, a lot of my interviews were geared towards like the graffiti and street art scene, with interviews with like Scent Rock and Flash and Stuck and Revise and all these old school graph artists. And then after that, I felt like I was boxing myself in again, and that's when I really started to like hone in on showing off every type of medium that we have in Chicago.
How do you juggle both these things? Because they both seem like, well, a career is a career, but then unless I don't understand how what it takes to keep this website going.
Sometimes I feel like, dang, like, is it all worth it? I put everything into Chicago Creatives, and I probably put more into Chicago Creatives than work. It is a little bit time consuming, because I will go home after work and then spend my night working on Chicago Creative stuff, and as I look back, I'm like, dang, like all my friends are out. Like all my friends are kind of like having fun, and like I'm spending my nights trying to develop a publication into something much larger than I had ever thought it could be. You know, like I put a lot into this, and obviously I want it to be as big as possible. Other nights I look at myself and I'm just like, is it worth it? Like,
right.
Just to be like, let me not hang out with my friends for a couple months because I'm so busy. And that's that line that you kind of have to figure out what you want to do and like where you want to go. The easy thing is to say no in life. The easy thing is to be like, oh, put it off to tomorrow. We're very good at doing that. We're procrastinators as human beings. And you kind of have to nip that in the butt right away if you're going to start a brand. You have to be on top of it. You have to set priorities. The most important thing in life, especially if you're starting something, creating something, pursuing something, is to have fun. Accept everything that comes along. If you're not having fun, I think you should do two things. I think you should either give it up for the time being or just give it up completely. If it's draining and you just don't want to do it, you feel like it's not exciting anymore, just stop. I say stay consistent in what you're doing. If you're not having fun while you're continuously doing this project or whatever you're doing, just stop. And that's fine. Like if you're just not into it, if like the passion isn't there anymore, just put it down for the time being, because eventually maybe that passion will come back and then you're able to excel.
Right.
I want them to take their craft seriously and I want them to like pursue whatever it is that they want to do. I say stay consistent, but make sure you just have fun at the end of the day.
I really appreciate you taking a little time to talk to me. And
yeah, I appreciate it as well. I always like telling stories. It's fun, man. I've listened to 300 people tell me their stories, you know? So, little role reversal, right? Now, a little time telling your story. Cool.